Hello Leo, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, my friends. How are you? Welcome to Fire Day. I hope you're well, my fire family. I am here to do a reading for you. It is for the week ahead, as they always are, right, Leo? You know that by now. If you are my ride or die, you know that that my readings are always for the week ahead, and that whether you find it today, tomorrow, or next year, it's always going to be for the week ahead. So if you are brand new and you've never been here before, welcome to Ten of Cups Tarot. I hope that you will stay. We really are doing our best, right, Leo? You're doing your best to grow this tribe, and it is growing. I'm telling you guys, it is growing. Thank you so much for doing that. So if you are here and you'd like to stay, that subscription button is in the right hand corner, and hit the bell button so you'll know when I'm reading. I generally read for the fire signs on a Wednesday, but I do other readings in between sometimes, so keep that button pressed and you'll know when I'm uploading. And so let's find out what's going on. We're going to first look at some oracles, and then we're going to move to tarot. Let's get some introductory energy here. Let's find out what's going on here for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Leo, please. What does Leo need to know for the week ahead? Tell me about Leo. Tell me about Leo. Leo, we have sometimes life stings. Okay. So I feel like I'm speaking to a Leo who's kind of going through it. I want to say that, but I want to say that whatever has been stinging, so whatever has stung you, Leo, I feel like this is probably the worst of it or the end of it. I think you're on the other side of whatever's been really hard for you. We've got card number 64, which is a 10. 10s break down to a 1. 1s are the beginning of something. So I feel like you're leaving this cycle of things that have been pissing you off, things that have not been going right. Nothing is going your way. I want to say that things are showing up that are stinging, I want to say. But I also want to tell you that this is the end of it. You're now over the worst of it, because card number 64 is telling me that sometimes life does sting. That's the way it is. But I feel like with card number 64, 10 breaking to a 1, it tells me that you're about to enter a new cycle here. Bottom of the deck, we have time to collaborate. So, oh, look, we have another 1. So we have 6 and 4 is 1, like it goes from a 10 to a 1. And then we have a 1 here. So we have synchronicities here. It looks like, and 1 is 2, which is balance, you see? So it feels like there is like this horrible, hard cycle where you kept getting stung, I feel, is a place where you no longer are. I'm going to say, just get away from the bee's nest. Get away from the wasp's nest. It's a wasp spirit. Get away from the wasp's nest. And what I mean by that is if you're hanging out with people who keep stinging you for whatever reason, and that's like if they're talking behind your back, if they're just not grateful or have gratitude for the times that you're in their presence, or you find out that something is going on in their life that is unsavory for you, I feel like those are the people who are stinging you. It could be a situation, it could be a job, take it as it resonates for you, but it says here the ant spirit. It feels like you need to find a new group of people who are going to work with you, right? They all come with their puzzle pieces here, and ants. Have you ever watched a documentary on an ant? I did one night, and they're fabulous. Like it's crazy how brave they are. They will carry 500 times their body weight, right? They also are so collaborative and cooperative. There's no other way you can get things done when you're that small. So you have to call in people who will help you. I feel like you are coming into this new cycle here where you're finally going to be collaborating with people who are in the same mindset as you. You're about to get some collaboration or cooperation. Somebody's about to help you out. We have co-create with spirit. It's spirit that's coming to help you out, my friend. All right. Let's find out what else is going on here for Leo. Tell me about the week ahead for Leo. Tell me more about Leo for the week ahead, please. Tell me about Leo. Tell me about Leo. All right, your eyes are being open to something, and it's causing you to move on. Look, I feel like your third eye and your intuition are on fire. I feel like you're seeing a lot of things you didn't see before, Leo. With the third eye opening here, it's telling me that you now see the wasp's nest. You now know where it is. You know where the stings are coming from. And I feel like it's the third eye chakra that's opening for you. And we do have intuition. You know you have to do something. Again, another synchronicity, right? This card was a 1, and this card is a 1, right? And then we have this card that is a 2. So we have 1 and 1 is 2, and then we have 2, and then we have 2 and 2 is 4. That's stability. So it does feel like you are about to move on from something, move away from something. We have 2 6s, more synchronicities, 3 6s. There we go. We've got 3 6s here. And so I want to say that there is something that's going on here that it feels like you're on the right path. If you are the person who's decided to move on because your intuition is telling you to, it is time to do that. Let's take a look here. We've got prosperity begins and choosing wisely. Look, it's all about that. You're going to have to sacrifice a group of people or a person, and that's when prosperity will begin because you've chosen wisely. These people, here it is, right there. These people are about deception and envy. They don't like that you're about to pull out of their vibration or that you've already pulled out of the vibration. Take it as it resonates for you, but it feels like you're about to make a decision here that is not going to be, and not everybody's going to be happy with your decision, but you're doing the best thing that's best for you, maybe your family, you and your children. I feel like you are making a decision that's necessary here, because now that you know where the wasp's nest is, you can't live with it. You're just not going to turn your back to it and randomly be stung all the time. I feel like you're going after the wasp's nest. Tell me about what else is coming up here. We've got change, lots of change, my friend. Friendship, see? It does feel like it's a friendship group. That's what I was feeling here. It's a friendship group or a group of people who I feel are into stinging other people, talking about them, smack talking, gossiping. It's like this energy is something that has caused you to realize with your third eye open. And I think it felt bad in your gut, I want to say. Like it feels bad in your intuitive self that you knew you shouldn't be hanging around, but I don't think you wanted to be alone. So I feel like you need to accept the change. It says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. There's your movement. Moving on. Tell me about the tarot. What do we use in here? There we go. Tell me what's going on with Leo. Leo, if you're interested in a private read, please look below this video. There is a comment that I have pinned. There is a 10% off sale, and everything you need to know is in that pinned comment if you're interested. Tell me about Leo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me more about Leo in the week ahead. Tell me about Leo. We do have the 3 of Wands, so you're waiting for movement here. You're waiting for things to become balanced so you can move forward. I want to say that you're probably not going to speak it aloud, tell people how you're feeling. You're not going to tell them that you're leaving. You're just going to move away quietly, which is what I suggest you do all the time. There's really never a time where you have to really confront someone unless you leave or put distance between you and them and they come chasing you. There's really never a time where you have to say, all right, you know what I mean? And I feel like it's telling me that you're just getting in the chariot and going, but you're waiting for the right time to do it. We have the 3 of Pentacles. There it is. You're moving over, as I said, to a new group of people, right? Another group of ants. People who work as hard as you. People who are collaborative, cooperative. People who you can look up to, or people who can look up to you. People who are on your team and ready. This is collaboration, cooperation, right? And we did have on the bottom of this deck here, we had the ants who are about collaboration and cooperation. So it does feel like you are going to be moving on to some sort of new friend group. Tell me more. And this group, I feel, is going to accept you immediately because they see that you are a hard worker. They see that you're someone who is willing to collaborate with them. We do have the High Priestess, which is right here, is the High Priestess energy. It feels like these people are also like you. They listen to their intuition. They move because of their intuition. And, you know, a lot of people will say that the fixed signs are stubborn, right? And Leo, you're the person who can be like this most stubborn, right? But I feel like it's for a reason. I feel like that you move at things slowly because you don't want to do it twice. Sometimes you'll tend to take the risk or take the leap. But I feel like in this situation that you're listening to your intuition about this new group of people. And I feel like they are also people who might be seers, people who might have psychic intuition, people who rely on themselves and no one else. They don't ask people questions. They don't ask for advice. They know what they're doing innately. They know what they're doing. We do have the 5 of Cups here. So I want to say that the 5 of Cups is telling me that you're probably going to be sad for a bit here, that it's time to find some courage. That's your energy here, strength, right? And the thing is that with this, when we're talking about strength and we talk about courage, courage is not being scared. Courage is being scared, but doing it anyway, doing it scared. And so I feel like you, although are going to miss your group of people, the people that were back there that you left in the old vibration, I feel like it's really necessary for you to do it anyway, even though it might hurt, even though you're going to be sad or regretful, possibly, that you've left the other group of people or the other vibration. Tell me what else is going on here for Leo. We do have the Nine of Swords. Yeah, you know what? Every time we move on from something, there always is this time and place where we second guess ourselves. And I feel like that's what the Nine of Swords is saying to me. For those of you who have been divorced, it probably happens to everybody, where you kind of only for a minute. Yeah, there it is. Bastille, right? The song is called Happy. And only for a minute, I want to change my mind because this just doesn't feel right to me. I want to raise your spirit, but I know that I will have to leave. So I feel like you're making a really, that's the lyrics to Happy. So I feel like that you should probably, first of all, go hear that song. But I want to say that I feel like you're worried. You're keeping it to yourself, but it feels like you're worried about making this big move. I want to raise your spirits, but I know in order to do that, I'll have to leave because you no longer belong with the wasps. You're an ant. You're not a wasp. Right? You're no longer the person who's stinging people just because they get too close. You're no longer that person. So we have the Four of Pentacles here, and it tells me here that you are shut off, shut down. It feels like you're worried that I've done the wrong thing. Tell me about the Four of Pentacles, please. Yeah, you feel left on the outside looking in. That's what it feels like. So for some of you, this could be that you're leaving a relationship because it no longer serves you. That person lives at the wasp nest and you're tired of getting stung. Because we have 4 and 5, which is 9. 9 Pentacles is this Empress, pre-Empress energy, right? But it's also a place where you finally find your confidence. That you're confident that you can do it yourself. You can build it yourself. You can make your own money. Like, I feel like somebody here is like going to be on the outside looking in. It's like these people in the wasp's nest here, they're no longer going to communicate with you. And it's the same thing for every relationship that's ever broken up, for every divorce that's ever happened, only for a minute. I want to change my mind because this doesn't feel right to me, right? It feels like you should be back there in the wasp's nest with everybody else. Tell me more. Got the 3 of Cups. Look, you don't stay in this place very long. You don't stay in this place where you are in the 5 of Pentacles, feeling on the outside, feeling disconnected, feeling like you're never going to find a new friend group, right? I feel like, though, that this is the place where you begin to work on yourself, Leo, that you start to worry. Maybe I should go back to that vibration, but tell you that once you pull out of the vibration, you make the decision to do that, stay out of that vibration for a little bit, for a week or two, try and go back there and you'll be like, you'll get the ick. You're like, this is dirty energy. I don't want to be here with the wasps anymore. So I feel like we've got the 5 and the 3, which tells me you're working on yourself and it's going to make you happy. I feel like this 3 of Pentacles energy, this new group of people, are people who are celebratory and fun and happy. These people are naturally happy. They have emotional happiness, and they're always in the energy of celebration. Whether they're celebrating in a party situation or not, understand the celebration and the excitement with people can be just that they're all happy, and you're pulling out of this other phase that you spent too long in. I feel it's time for a really big change, and I feel like this is the big change. We've got the 7 of Swords. You're slinking away. And that's what I was talking about, right? You don't have to go to the wasp nest and shake your finger and say, I'm leaving now. It's not the airport. You don't have to announce your departure, right? You don't have to tell everybody that you're going. You can do it under cloak of night. You can just put distance between you and other people. And then, eventually they're going to realize that you're not around. There's no one left to sting. Tell me about the 7 of Swords. We have the 5 of Wands. And so it is, I feel that you're going to, it's a bit of beating yourself up. I'm going to say the 5 of Wands for me is like beating yourself up, feeling like there's competition. Maybe you're not yet comfortable in this new group of people. It's also indecision, right? Only for a minute. I want to change my mind. And so it feels like you do go into this energy of, oh, what have I done? What have I done? Tell me what else Leo needs to know, please. We do have the Two of Swords. Yeah, for the longest time you didn't see it. This group of people, the Wasp's Nest, are argumentative. They are about conflict and disagreement. They have egos. They don't care who they have to slash or trash in order to get their point across. I'm not changing my mind. And so we have 5 and 2 of 7. The 7 of Swords is here. It feels like these people are kind of deceitful. Maybe they just don't give you the whole story. It's just a bad energy, I feel. A bad energy that you no longer want to be in. I feel like there was something that you didn't see, though, because this person's eyes are covered. Yeah, we got the Two of Cups and we have the Wheel of Fortune. Look at that. I really love it. I feel like this new group of celebratory energies here, because we've got the Two of Cups and the Three of Cups. I feel like the celebratory energy, or the new group of people, that they're far higher vibrating, and I feel like they help push you forward. It feels like the universe is like, good job, Leo. You made the decision to change, right? We've got change here, which is the Wheel of Fortune, and you've made the decision to change. You've made a huge decision to change. And I feel like it is... and the Wheel of Fortune here, it shows you that it's time to expand in love and happiness and overflowing emotional energy. It's time to reconnect to your emotions. And I feel like this group of people is going to help you do that. Tell me what the outcome is here for Leo. What's Leo going to do in the week ahead? Yeah, you're going to say it. And, you know, for some people, I think you're going to tell them immediately, like to their face, because the King of Swords is here, right? And this King of Swords is somebody who has wisdom, Leo. I feel like you have more wisdom than the people you are hanging out with. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to wait, but I feel like if people follow you or come back or say, where are you? You think you're better than us? Like, what are you doing over there? Got this new group of friends and now you don't talk to us anymore? I feel like you're going to wait and then you're going to be honest. I feel like first you're going to create distance, and then whoever comes back to chase you, as I said at the very beginning, once you move on, whoever comes back and says, what is your problem? Why aren't you coming out with us? Then you're going to be honest and truthful and very honest, right? The King of Swords isn't playing. No, the King of Swords is not playing. So I feel like you're going to wait for some time, and then you're going to go ahead and say something. You're going to let them know you've made a decision, and there's just no other way at it here. You're on a new path. Yeah, you're on a new, fun, exciting, flirty path here, and we've got the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. The Devil is here, and so it feels like you have some doubt, inward doubt, before you take this new path. The King of Wands never does anything without being inspired, but I feel it's a realization. It's a tower that gets you moving. The King of Wands, of course, is your energy, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. And I feel like you were living in some sort of a, why is that? Charlie just said dumpster fire. Charlie's so silly. Charlie is my guide, by the way. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. You're not going to invest in the dumpster fire. Yeah, no, you're not. It's time to go on a new path here, my friend. I'm just going to leave that right there for you. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you. Hope something resonated for you. And if it doesn't, just check out your other signs. I'm going to go for now. Hope you guys are well. Love you. Bye-bye.